Chesworth, and I wanted to take the opportunity to welcome you to the History A-Level at Harrogate Grammar School. I'm one of 4 teachers within the History department who teach the A-Level in History, and we each have our own areas of specialism. So Miss Hooper and Mr Twitchin will be your expert teachers for the intrigues of Tudor England, while Miss Devey and myself will guide you through the fascinating and tumultuous period of the French Revolution. We need look no further than the news to see the continued importance and relevance of history in developing our understanding of the world today, and just one of the reasons why you've made a fantastic decision in studying A-Level history. This is particularly evident at the moment through media coverage of the Black Lives Matter movement, and in particular the focus on the ways in which countries are grappling with their own past with regards to race relations. Perhaps the most visible sign of this has been the debate over the ways in which we use statues to commemorate our past. Whether you've seen the removal of statues of American Confederate generals in the American South, or those of slave owners in Britain, it's through an understanding of history that we are able to make sense of these debates and the reasons why there has been so much controversy over these figures. We understand the history that they symbolise and why they are so divisive. This is also particularly pertinent for our own A-Level. Our Year 12 students are currently embarking on their coursework research project, which focuses on African American history in the USA between the American Civil War in the 1860s and present day. So they're currently exploring themes of race, of rights, of status, of protest over the course of 150 years. And that means that they're able, and you will be next year, they're able to contextualise the Black Lives Matter movement and the death of George Floyd within its historical context of race relations in modern America, and understand the roots of the Black Lives Matter movement and why it is so significant. Aside from your coursework, your other modules are also crucial in your understanding of the development of Britain and of Europe as they both are today. The Tudor period is probably an era of history that everybody thinks they know about. We all leave primary school knowing the rhyme about Henry VIII's wives, and the Tudors are practically part of our national consciousness. Henry VIII is undoubtedly the most famous English monarch. However, it's by studying them at A-Level that you're able to really learn the truth about the dynasty, that you're able to learn about the phenomenal change that took place within England from the start of the Tudor period to the end, the transformation of politics, the population growth and the social pressures that came with that, and the fundamental shift in religion. The church, by the end of the Tudor period in 1603, is unrecognisable from the start of the Tudor period in 1485 due to the Reformation and the huge impact that had. And again, we can see this in our local area through sites like Fountains Abbey. So the Tudors are absolutely crucial in our understanding of how modern Britain has been shaped. Similarly, understanding the French Revolution is crucial to our understanding of how Europe has developed, and many historians regard the French Revolution as one of the most important events in history. And that's because within such a short period of time, there was such sweeping change in France. Within only a few years, France had gone from having arguably one of the strongest monarchies in Europe to having that monarch executed and becoming a republic. It swept away within a matter of weeks a social system that had survived for hundreds of years. And the long-lasting impact of the French Revolution can be seen through culture, as you've explored through your bridging materials, but also through more tangible things like the impact on politics and political ideas across the world, and on even the legal systems of countries in Europe through things like the development of the Napoleonic Code. It is impossible to understand modern European history and the development of modern politics without understanding the French Revolution. As well as talking to you about what your course will entail, I also wanted to take the opportunity to say a huge thank you for your engagement with the bridging materials. We've been thoroughly impressed with the work that you've produced and the commitment you've shown to those, and we're really looking forward to welcoming you in September because we can see that you are going to be such diligent and insightful history students. So thank you for your engagement so far. As you've seen with the French Revolution bridging materials, the first part really focused on the legacy of the French Revolution. And the second part is going to go on to lay the foundations of the course itself. So you've got 3 different tasks to do, one of which focuses on giving you that broad context of the revolution, from the Ancien Regime to the collapse of the Napoleonic Empire, and this will help you across the coming years to place the events we look at within that broad context. You're also going to learn about the impact that the French Revolution had on the visual arts and the ways in which the revolutionaries themselves wanted to portray themselves. So you'll be watching a documentary to find out about the impact of the French Revolution on art. And you'll be conducting a research project which will enable you to find out about the Ancien Regime. And this will be absolutely crucial for starting the course in September, where the first thing we look at are the causes of the revolution, and we can't understand that without understanding what France was like in 1789. Similarly, your Tudor bridging materials so far have given you that big picture overview. You've looked at some of the key themes that will emerge across the Tudor period and that will form the real kind of course of your A-level. Your second set of bridging materials really focus on the first Tudor monarch. So you'll be learning about Henry VII, about the context in which he came to the throne through looking at the Battle of Bosworth, and you'll be watching a documentary to gain an overview of his reign. Henry VII is probably the Tudor monarch that people know least about, but as you'll see, he has his own fascinating history, and again, he is the foundation of the Tudor monarchy, and it's so important for you to know about him. So through doing these tasks, you are going to lay really strong foundations for your A-level course, and this will enable you to start with us in September with a real level of confidence. We are very much excited about meeting you in person in September. Whether that's excited to welcome you back or excited to meet you for the first time, we're really looking forward to seeing you and getting started on these modules and on this course with you. So I hope that you will stay safe over the coming months, and I hope you really enjoy the long summer that you've got ahead of you. Looking forward to seeing you at the start of the new term. Thank you.